Peasant uprisings against colonialism and feudal exploitation is the motive force of Indian history. Pulling the nation, winter mist hung low over Chotanagpur as we made our way into the heart of this plateau, the ancient home of the Munda people. This mountain highland, making up the southern districts of the Bihar province in eastern India, had been a storm center of peasant rebellions throughout the 19th century. The overwhelming majority of the Munda people are engaged in agriculture, having a distinct and fascinating folk tradition of their own. A fiercely independent people, the Mundas have made rich contributions to the fighting heritage of anti-imperialist and anti-feudal struggles of the Indian masses, winning their respect and forging a deep unity with all the nationalities of India. The peasants of Chotanagpur are, however, still not a free people, and beneath all this festive mirth, there prevails an uneasy calm in Munda society. Land for the tiller continues to remain the crux of the Indian problem. The landlords and moneylenders, who form a tiny minority, own over 70% of the land and command absolute economic and political power. What is the answer to this problem? We ask the peasant masses of Chotanagpur, and everyone, without exception, pointed to the Birsa uprising of the 19th century. Birsa was the son of a poor peasant. One day, while Birsa worked deep in the forest, his father was dragged away by the landlord's men, leaving Birsa and his mother helpless in poverty and want. Such incidents left a deep impression on young Birsa's mind, giving rise to a fierce hatred for the landlords. Fierce hatred for the ruling class and the long militant tradition of his people combined to make Birsa a restless youth, determined to tear down the shackles of slavery and bondage. Birsa stepped into life, and his ideas matured through exasperated by the oppression and persecution of his people. Birsa openly advocated insurrection against feudal exploitation, and with the dreams of a new age, they burst into action. Birsa Munda had sparked off the uprising. The prairie fire engulfed the entire plateau. In a protracted war to change the world, the undaunted peasants marched under Birsa's leadership. In the year 1900, Birsa Munda, the great martyr and heroic son of the Indian people, died fighting in British custody. But it takes more than guns to kill a man. Birsa Munda lives. He never died, say the Munda peasants. The war that Birsa began still rages in the countryside. And to the rising generation, the elders solemnly say, imitate my Birsa.